I just found the craziest YouTube channel. It was created just 5 months ago, and it's already racked up nearly 6 million views, and it makes up to $6,000 every single month. And the craziest part is that all the videos are completely AI generated, from the scripts to the images to everything. And in this video, I'm going to show you for free, step by step, how to create videos just like these and how to monetize them even if they're all made with AI, or rather, especially if they're made with AI. Hey, in case we haven't met, I'm Oliver. I used to fix hot tubs in Colorado until I ended up quitting that job to dive full-time into the online world. And now I make over 6 figures a year. And a big part of how I got here was by testing all kinds of different business models, which is why on this channel, I dig through all of the new money-making opportunities and then bring the best ones that I find right here to you. And I've spent the last few weeks researching these exact faceless AI niches to find which ones are easy to do, fast to make, and with big upside potential. But keep in mind that there is one mistake that you can make which will kill monetization. So I'm going to show you how to avoid that in this video as well. So let's get into it. Now, before we start creating the videos, we need to study the channel and understand why it blew up. That's the process that I always use whenever I look into any of these kinds of seemingly too good to be true opportunities. So let's take a look at this channel. The channel name is Epic Old West Stories. And if we click over here to more, we can see that the channel was created about 5 months ago on July 28th, 2025. And it's already gotten almost 6 million views. And these views are not from shorts. As we can see, this channel doesn't even have a short section because he doesn't even upload short. He only uploads long form videos. So how is this channel getting so many views? Well, here's what I think after really getting into the weeds of this whole faceless AI YouTube world. If you look at these videos right here, everything from the thumbnails to the images in the video to the scripts, they're all generated with AI. Easy stuff too, like a bunch of old Western looking scenes with Native Americans and cowboy Clint Eastwood stuff. It's interesting and it makes you want to click, right? But that's not enough, right? So if somebody clicks and they don't watch the video, then the video doesn't get views. So we also need to make sure that the video is interesting. And because of AI, you can just type any type of story and create a picture to match that story. So as you can see in this video, cowboy helped a starving native child. The next day, 200 warriors lined up outside his barn. That sounds like a blockbuster drama, right? People are going to want to watch that. Now, if we click over here to the most popular uploads, we are going to see that this video that I just talked about has 1 million views. This one right next to it has 700K, and this one has 500K. This channel is making great money with almost zero effort, as you're going to see, and I'm literally going to show you how to make videos like this in literally a few minutes. So let's click on a video. All right, let's actually click on this most popular one, which is the one with 1 million views, and we're just going to see how the video looks like. So it's literally just 2 pictures side by side for the entire video with a voiceover reading a script. That's literally it. 2 pictures. Or I guess technically 1 picture was side by side. That's insane. So let me just show you how to actually create these types of videos using AI and how to actually monetize them, because that's the entire point here, right? That's what we all want. If you can't monetize this, then what's the point of doing it? So let's do that. Now, in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to a free document that I've provided for you guys. So basically, inside of this document here, you're going to see all of the tools that we're going to use, and then you're going to see all of the prompts that we're going to use to create all of the images and the scripts and everything else. So below everything, you're also going to notice this bonus section. And basically what this is what I believe to be the single best way to make a full-time income from home in 2025. So if that interests you, then I figured I'd make it easy for you to check that out. But anyway, what we're going to do now is just go ahead and grab this first prompt right here. And then we're going to head over to ChatGPT and paste it in. Now, I'm on the pro plan, but you can still use this on the free plan, no problem. And then once you paste it in, you should just, wait for a second, and then you're going to get a brand new banger for this exact niche. A new story with a strong hook and solid pasting. All right, so just look at what it gave us here. 200 riders didn't pour out of the river by mistake. They came in low and tight, water sheeting off their horses, the sun coppering everything. I mean, it sounds like if you had a really nice narration and cool pictures, like it's the kind of thing that might grip somebody to keep watching. So Then what we're going to do, now here's a little pro tip. You can add an extra step here before this prompt by copying and pasting the transcript of one of the channel's winning videos. And then you just want to go and ask ChatGPT to come up with 10 different story ideas. And then you just want to pick the one that you like the most and then plug that in at the end of the prompt that we just put in so that you can give it the context of exactly the type of story that you want it to tell. So that'll just give you a little bit more freedom and a little bit more control over what comes out so that you can make the videos really yours. Now, let's go back inside of the document so that we can use the next prompt for generating the images for this video. Okay, so we've already got the script. Now we're going to do the images. And as you can see, this is a super simple prompt, right? We don't need anything super sophisticated. I can't even say the word sophisticated. That's why we don't need it. Now, to generate these images, we're going to use Leonardo AI. There's going to be a link to Leonardo AI here in this document as well. So just click on this link and it'll take you to Leonardo AI. Now, if you already have an account, then it should look something like this, similar to ChatGPT. But if you don't have an account, then, it might look like this. And the good thing about Leonardo AI is that you can get free credits to try it out. So since we only need 1 or 2 images to recreate this exact kind of video, then the free trial is going to be more than good enough. Now over here on the left, you'll just click on image and you'll come to this screen where you can type in a prompt. Now you'll notice that on this prompt in the document, at the beginning here in brackets, you can add a specific scene from the script. Okay, so just go over to your script and you can just copy the hook or copy if you read through it, you find another thing that sounds really descriptive and cool, then you can copy that part. But what you're just going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to paste it at the beginning of the prompt, and then you're going to just copy the whole thing and paste it into Leonardo AI and then just click generate. Now, it usually takes a few seconds for this to generate, but a few seconds for 1 million views, I think it's pretty good ROI, if you ask me. All right, so as you can see, your image is ready, and I really like it. I mean, it'll work very nicely for the aesthetic that we are going for in this particular video. So if we want to make our video even better than the original, we can just add a few more pictures, right? I mean, this guy literally has 1 picture in the entire video. So if we wanted to go crazy and have, 2 or 3 pictures, then we can just find another scene in the script and we can run the prompt again and see what other images we get and just put those in the videos as well. All right, so let's do that. And we're going to get a couple more pictures here and I'll just finish that right now. Boom, done, looks great. And now if I were doing this on my own, I would just create a bunch of these images to fill up the entire script because it's super simple to do and, it just takes a few extra minutes. And by the way, you don't necessarily have to use this prompt, right? You can simply go to Leonardo or Midjourney or whatever you want and just type in whatever prompt you want. Right? You can also, here's a pro tip, copy and paste your script into ChatGPT and then ask it to generate a bunch of Midjourney style prompts for 10 different scenes in your story, and boom, you're going to have 10 awesome pictures in the making. But now that we have the script and the images, we need the voiceover. So we're just going to head over here to 11 Labs, which does have a free plan that gives you 10 minutes of text to speech, which is good enough for me to show you how it works. But if you're, planning on scaling this and doing like a video a day, like this guy who's pumping out a video a day, then you're obviously going to need to invest a little bit of money for a paid plan. But for now, for our purposes, 10 minutes is going to be just fine. So step 1 is, of course, creating an account. And I trust that you can figure that part out. So once you've done that, you're going to land on the home page here. And in this left panel here, you're going to see a bunch of different options. All right, so we're going to click on voices first. Now, you're just going to go through the previews of these voices. You want to listen to them, and you want to pick the one that you like. I prepared for this video, so I already know that I like this video, this voice, this true crime voice right here. So we're just going to go with that one and click on the plus icon to add it to our voices. Now, go back to this left panel again. You're going to choose text to speech, and then over here, click on your voices to select the one that you just chose. So I'm going to click on the true crime one, and you're just going to see that all of these, settings that you have to make it faster or slower, a bunch of other stuff like that, that. It's pretty cool, actually, how much you can control and how much, you can change the voice. It's actually pretty crazy. But anyway, we're going to copy and paste our script into the box right here and just click generate. I'm just going to take the first part of the script and copy it in there just because, for the purposes of this video. But you'd want to, for longer scripts, you'd want to use this right here, Studio 3.0, because it's going to allow you to do a lot longer videos because this only has a 5,000 character limit. But anyway, we're just going to plug it in and we're going to hit generate. All right. So then you're just going to have your result and we can have a listen to it right now. Yeah, sounds pretty perfect, I think. Now we just download the audio by clicking this download button right here, and we are ready to bring everything together and start editing. Okay, so all we have to do now for this is stitch all of the images and the audio together into a video. And for that, I'm going to be using CapCut because it's free. You can also use DaVinci Resolve, which is super powerful and also free. But for this project, let's just use CapCut. Okay, so go back to my document. I have a link to CapCut over here, as you can see. You simply just go to CapCut, download it onto your computer if you don't already have it. And then, as I said, it's free, so that's fine. It does have paid features, but we're not going to be using those features. Then just simply open it on your computer. You're going to create a new project here, and it should look something like this. Now after that, just drag and drop all of the images that you just created and put them inside of CapCut over here where it says import. And as you can see, I just dragged and dropped all of them right here. And then you're just going to simply click on one of the images and drag it onto the timeline. And if we hit play, it's going to play an image, okay? Then you're just going to drag more images just like this side by side. And so if you want to create a story, make sure that you organize them on the timeline in the way that you want the story to look. So for example, you might want to put this one before here. It depends on, the script. So if you made the images out per your script, then you're going to want to put them in line with the script, obviously. Okay. So now when we play the video, it's going to play this one first, and then we can make it shorter or longer or whatever we want to do. So that's going to be pretty much how we stitch them together here. So then next up, we are going to drag in the audio that you just downloaded from 11 Labs, and we're going to bring it into the timeline as well, okay? So now that when we listen to it, you got all the images in the order that you want it to be, and now when we listen to it with all the images, it feels a lot like the original videos from the Western channel that we're using as reference, right? So we're pretty much just created the video. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned a big mistake that people make when they try to create faceless AI YouTube channels. And that mistake is just creating AI images and videos and stitching them together and then posting them without doing anything extra or just letting the visuals tell the story. Well, with images, that doesn't work too well, obviously, but it happens a lot when people start generating AI videos. Right? They want the videos to tell the entire story, which is why we made a script and then we added a voiceover and then we turned this into a proper piece of content that YouTube will be happy to monetize. Okay, because we humanized it, we edited it, we put effort into it, and so now we're going to be able to pass a lot of the YouTube checks when it comes to AI restrictions. Okay? Now, one more thing that we can do here is to add captions. It's just another layer that we can add. And in CapCut, it's going to be a paid feature, so I'm not going to go too much into it here. But basically, to add captions, you're just going to go over here in CapCut. Okay, on the top left, just click where it says text, and then where it says auto captions, click on this, and then simply generate auto captions. And then in a few seconds, CapCut is going to generate auto captions for your video. From there, you can customize how you want the text to look. You can customize the color, the style, the font, the size, all that stuff. Okay. And so it's really starting to look pretty awesome. And what we just did was we basically had AI create a script for us based on a proven strategy and then created images that illustrate that story with a voiceover that told the story like a professional narrator. And then we put it all together inside of CapCut with captions included so that this video is 100% monetizable because it has a serious human touch to it, right? Now, all we have to do is just post it to YouTube. And then we're going to use one of the pictures that you generated as a thumbnail. And we're going to create a scroll-stopping title and SEO-optimized description. And then once you do all that, you're ready to go. Okay? If you did this on your own, you can easily get this entire workflow done in well under an hour. And if you just go bare bones like this channel and you only create one image, right? You put a story and put one image, then you can be done in like 10 minutes. And then eventually, when you hit a topic that resonates, your video could blow up, right? And then for 10 minutes, 1 million views, that's pretty good, right? Now, if you like this video, you should watch this other video from me, because in this other video, I show you 11 of these faceless AI niches that are blowing up right now. Some of them make well over $30,000 every month just from AdSense. And if you want to know what I believe is the best way to make a full-time online income, then that is in the description, as well as the document that I provided to you. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.